Hi all. Today let us discuss about Union Executive and especially President. So first let us see what are the important positions which are coming under the Union Executive. So one is President, Vice President, Prime Minister, Council of Ministers and Attorney General. So here it is mentioned the articles. Article 52 to 78, which is dealing with the President. So what are the main positions coming under? The President, Vice President, Prime Minister, Council of Ministers and Attorney General. Now the basic information regarding the election of the President. Very important. Election of the President is mentioned in Article 55. So then who is electing the President? So there is an Electoral College which consists of certain members and they are electing the President. So now there should be an Electoral College to elect the President of India. Now let us see who all are the members of the Electoral College. One is elected members. Very important to note, it is elected members, not the nominated members. Elected members of both the houses of the Parliament. So what are the both houses of the Parliament? One is Lok Sabha and another one is Rajya Sabha. Then elected members of the state legislative assemblies. So we have many states in India, and in all the states we can see state legislative assemblies, and they are the lawmaking bodies in a state. And here the Parliament is the lawmaking body in our center. So the elected members of the state legislative assembly, and finally elected members of the union territories having legislatures. Very important to note, union territories having legislatures. So what are the union territories having legislatures in India? One is Puducherry and one is New Delhi or Delhi. So Delhi and Puducherry are the two union territories having legislatures in India. It is as per Amendment 70th, Amendment of 1992. Very important. Electoral College consisting of elected members of both the houses of the Parliament, elected members of the state legislative assembly, elected members of the union legislative territories having legislature. Now what are the qualifications needed for the President? 1. Should be a citizen of India, completed 35 years of age, must not hold any office of profit either under center or state. So he should be an independent person. He should not be dependent, or she should not be dependent on anything. That is because President is a constitutional position and the first citizen of India. That's why he should not hold any office of profit either under center or state, and should have qualified for election as a member of Lok Sabha. So these are the general qualifications needed for the President. Now some general information regarding President. What is the term of office? 5 years is the term of office of the President. Then who is actually giving the oath? One Chief Justice of India is giving the oath of office to the President. Then he can, when he is resigning, and he can hand over the resignation to Vice President. Very important, he can hand over the resignation to Vice President. Vice President is coming after President. And in his absence, if the President is not there, who is actually holding the post of the President, or who is actually taking care of the functions of the President? So this is the order. If the President is absent, Vice President will take care of the functions, and if the Vice President is also absent, then Chief Justice of India will take care of the functions. So that is the order also: President, Vice President and Chief Justice of India. So these are certain general informations regarding the President. And now the last part is the impeachment of the President. So now we were discussing about the Electoral College, that is the election of the President, and we were discussing about the general qualifications needed for the President, and some general information regarding the tenure of the President, and the resignation, how he can resign from the post, and in his absence who will handle the functions. So all those things we discuss. Now the last part is in the general introductory part. The last part is the impeachment of the president. Very important. If the president is not good, or if the people find that the president is not efficient, then we can impeach the president. And there is also certain article in our constitution which is discussing about the impeachment of the president, and it is actually a procedure. The impeachment process is very long, and it is a procedure. It is initiated in either house of the parliament. Then again the question comes, either house, that means two houses are there, one is Rajya Sabha and one is Lok Sabha. It can be initiated in either house of the parliament and signed by 1/4 members of the house. So in that house it should be signed by 1/4 members of the house. Very important to note. And a 40 days notice should be given. A 14 days notice should be given. Then after introduction, discussed and passed by 2/3 majority. So 2/3 majority should be there. They should discuss and it should be passed by 2/3 majority, and then it is passed to the next house. Then again in that house also 2/3 majority should be there. And if both these things happens in the Lok Sabha and in Rajya Sabha with 2/3 majority, if they are passing that, then the president can be removed from the office. So it is exactly how a bill is passed in our parliament. It is the same procedure that we are actually following. One is it is initiated in either house of the parliament, and it is signed by 1/4 of the members of the house, and a 14 days notice should be given. After introduction, it is discussed in the house, and it should be passed by 2/3 majority. Then once it is passed in that particular house, it will be passed to the next house, and there also it should be passed by 2/3 majority. Once it is done, then he can be or she can be removed from the office. So these are certain general informations regarding the President of India. One is the Electoral College will be there to elect him, and then the general qualifications needed to become the President of India, then general information regarding the tenure of the President, and then finally how the impeachment is happening in the presidential election, or how the impeachment is happening for a President in India. So far no President has been impeached in India. Thank you.